Hey everyone, it's Keller from fresheventure.com. In this video, I'm going to show you how to quickly analyze your website with Google's Toolbar. So, quick intro here of what we'll be discussing in this video. First, we will install and customize Google's Toolbar onto your web browser. Second, we'll use the toolbar to check your website's page rank. Third, we'll view Google's visits to your website. Fourth, we'll find out who's linking to your website. And finally, we'll learn which web pages of your website Google has indexed in its search engine. So let's get started with the first item, installing and customizing your Google Toolbar. So head on over to google.com and use its search engine to search for the Google Toolbar. And it should be the first result that comes up. So click on that and you'll see that you have the option here to download the Google Toolbar. As I'm making this video, the version that's available is 5. It could be different when you go ahead and do this. You can also see some of the features that it provides, and you can click through here to see even more features. I'm going to actually show you only a couple things that I want to make sure you have that you're using when you install it. So go ahead and download it, and if it doesn't automatically appear in your web browser, what you'll do is in Firefox you'll go to Tools and then Add-ons, and you'll see the toolbar right here, and just make sure it's enabled, and you can disable it in the future if you don't want to use it anymore. And there's a button here called Options, and from there we want to go ahead and customize the toolbar a little bit. So it actually gives you a lot of options here. You can have the Google search box in the header of your browser, autofill, which means it actually the Google Toolbar will autofill web forms online with your information that you've put into here. But the most important thing we want on our toolbar is under More, and it's called Page Rank and Page Info. So make sure that that's checked and click OK. If you're using Internet Explorer, it's just as easy to get the toolbar onto your web browser. Once you install it, all you have to do is go to View Toolbars and just make sure that the Google Toolbar is checked right here, and then it'll appear right here. To customize it in Internet Explorer, you'll just right-click anywhere in the toolbar and then click on Google Toolbar Options. And again, it gives you all of the options. It has your search box, yada yada. But what we want to do is go under Tools and click on the Page Rank option. So make sure that's checked, and you should now have your customized Google Toolbar on your web browser. Now that you have your Google Toolbar installed, let's go ahead and check your page rank. Okay, so now that you have the toolbar installed, go ahead and visit your website, and this is fresheventure.com, and we'll go ahead and put our mouse over this button in the Google Toolbar that's titled Page Rank, and we see here that my home page has a page rank of 3 out of 10. And basically, page rank stands for the value of that page in Google's opinion. And page rank can help you obtain high search engine rankings, so it's important to have really good page rank on your website. Now, I actually opened launched fresheventure.com about 3 weeks ago, and I already have a page rank of 3. So if you want to find out more about how I was able to do that, you can actually head over to my website and read my article titled How I Got Google PageRank Within 3 Weeks of Launching My Website. So it's really easy. If you want to check the page rank of a different page of your About page or your contact form or some of your posts or a product page you have on your website, you just visit that page and put your mouse over the page rank area, and you'll get to see what Google's opinion is of it. Now let's view Google's visits to your website. So let's head on back over to your website, and we're going to continue to use this page rank button. This time though, we're going to click on it, and we're going to determine when the last time it was that Google actually came by and visited your web page. So you have a few options here when you click on the page rank button. The one we want to check out right now is called Cached Snapshot of Page. Click on that and it will show you when Google last visited your website. So as you can see here, this is a snapshot of the page as it appeared on the 30th of May 2009. So Google just visited my site today. And you can even see, it's still loading here, but you can even see what the website looked like when Google actually came by and checked it out. So this is really interesting to see. And what you want to see is that Google's coming by often. So, a few weeks ago when I first launched the site, Google actually found out about my website as soon as I set it up in WordPress, because WordPress, automatically kind of notifies websites of your blog's existence. But if you aren't using WordPress, you may have to either get someone to link to your page so that Google can find you, or you'd actually manually submit your website to Google. And a few weeks ago, when the site wasn't quite up yet, Google was only visiting, maybe once every couple weeks. Since I've launched it, though, I've been updating my website every couple of days. And this week I noticed that Google was visiting my site every 2 days. And now, as I'm making this video, I realize it's actually coming by now every day, because I had just checked this yesterday and it had come by yesterday on the 29th. So what is the importance of this? Again, I would come visit my website and read the article that I wrote about PageRank. But very quickly, the importance of this is the more often you update your website, the more you're training the search engines to come visit it, essentially. If you don't update your website for a year, you've basically told Google that you only update your website once a year, and so that's, about the amount of visits Google will give you, one a year. In my case, I'm updating my website almost daily, and actually lately it is daily. So Google has learned that I am constantly updating my content, so it's now visiting my site every day. And the reason this is important is every time Google comes by your site, it searches it checks out what new content you have there, and it takes the new pages that you've created or new content and it puts it in its search engine. So, yesterday I posted this article about PageRank, and it's important that Google comes by and sees that I've, written a new article, because now that article can show up in search engine results when people type in a search that's related to it. So you want to make sure that, Google's visiting often. And again, to do that, basically you just want to update your website as often as possible. So now we've been able to see when the last time it was that Google checked your web page. And what I suggest you do is go ahead and check this every day. It's easy. You just have to click the page rank and click the cache snapshot of your page, and you get to see when the last time it was that it visited. So check into this every once in a while and see what's going on with Google's visits.